Welcome to the boardroom. I'm your host, the chairman. Today on the agenda, we are continuing our playthrough of Bloodborne, the board game, The Long Hunt, Chapter 2, using the Cleaver Hunter. Now, in the last video, I successfully negotiated Chapter 1, and I managed to net myself a few nifty items, such as the Ludwig's rifle, and I replaced my pistol, my initial pistol, hunter pistol, which I had at the beginning of the game, with it. So I no longer will have the ability to stagger my opponents when they do basic attacks, but now I get to do 2 damage to an enemy when they enter my space. So let's see if that helps more. Again, I'm going to be using my house rule of playing with a hand of 4 cards instead of 3. I want to point out that the reason I do this is because it allows me to more easily play with just one hunter. If I were playing with more, I'd be using hands of 3 for each of them, but like in this way, I get to have a little more room here to film the playthrough. The dashboard would be taking too much space, and I would have to put at least one of them off screen. So I hope you will bear with me, and I thank you for your indulgence. So let's just dive right in. Now we are at the chapter 2, the beginning of chapter 2. So I already went ahead and set up, as you can see. It'll be using the same enemies as the first, although I switched them all to their other side, so they'll be a little different. During the last hunt, I didn't encounter any huntsman minions, so maybe a little change this time. There was a lot of scourge beasts and quite a few mobs. So I created my tile stack. So this is all done, and now I have to read for the special rule card, Long Hunt card 17. So let's go get that. 17. Okay, special setup. Before creating the tile deck, take the graveyard Tomb of Odeon and 1 random unused tile. Redraw the random tile if it does not at least have 2 exits. Oh, okay. Connect the graveyard to the central lamp. Connect a random tile to the opposite side. And connect the Tomb of Odeon to that other tile. Okay. So apparently we have to start with a map already established in this one. So I'm going to go I need the Odeon tile and the graveyard. No, that's the chapel. Said the Tomb of Odeon and the graveyard. So, Tomb of Odeon and the graveyard. And a random unused tile. So I have to get another one. Yeah, I'm going to be using this one. Wow, that should make it, well, interesting, to say the least. So, okay, I'm going to set up. Now they say I have to connect the graveyard and connect it to one side, which I'm going to go ahead and connect this side here to it. Might cause a little problem with room, but I'll move them around if I need to. And then I'm gonna be connecting this one down here. Does that have to be on opposite side? And then Before drawing, take the graveyard. Connect the graveyard to the central tile. Connect to the opposite side. Yeah, it has to be the opposite side. So this is going to be the opposite side. And then I'm going to put the Tomb of Odeon down here. Yeah. Okay, so, and since we start with tiles already on the board, so we have to populate them immediately. So I'm going to have one chest here. And, well, my wish seems to be exhausted. I'll be using a few Huntsman minions. At least 2. There's a hunter mob. Right here. And I have another up here. Another chest here. And a third one here. Okay. Is there any more special anything that I have to add? Nope, apparently not. Well, now this is the board as I have it, so I can discard this. And then I have to reveal. Okay, this is the mission. The long hunt. The start, I have to reveal card 18. So, card 18 it is. And okay, so here it says that okay, to advance the chapter, I have to end the move on Yosefka's clinic tile. End the move on the Odeon Chapel, and end the move on the Great Bridge. Well, besides everything else that I have going on here. Okay. Well, and mission card 18. Source of the Scourge. Hunt mission. We have taken the first step towards cleansing Central Yharnam of the Scourge infestation, but our efforts have not gone unnoticed. The beasts have fled deeper into the district, and some seek to avoid us. Perhaps some bait can be used to lure them out. During their turn, hunters may discard one consumable to spawn a scourge beast in their space. Each time you slay a scourge beast, take a corpse token. Hunters may discard a held token while in the graveyard, placing them on discard. When discard as player +1 corpse token, reveal card 19. So, apparently we have to lure some more dangerous foe using the corpse of the scourge beasts. Well, let's see how that goes. So, I'll give the old shuffle. And I'll start my hand before. At the beginning, I'm going to be using my saw cleaver in its retracted position, and oh, that's interesting. So I have 3 basic and my visceral. Okay, so where am I gonna go from here? Wondering if I want to go to either one of these locations for the time being, or if I just gonna go and explore. I think I'm gonna go down here and see. Let's see what's down there. Let's see what's down there. So I'm gonna be discarding this basic card. I'll move my cards a little here, and let's see what we will discover in this direction. Oh, it's gonna be Yosefka's Clinic. Oh. Well, unfortunately, I won't be able to go any further than this. And once again, I'm getting a lantern almost at the beginning. So when I end my move on Yosefka's Clinic, something happens. So I have to reveal card 24. It's probably going to be an insight mission. Yeah, that's what I suspected. Yosefka's Research. A soft voice addresses you. A hunter? I'm terribly sorry, but you may not enter. I am Yosefka's, and this is my clinic, and I cannot allow any chance of infection within. But I might be able to aid you. I am working on a cure for this terrible plague, but I require blood samples from those freshly infected. Will you assist me? Slay a hunter mob or huntsman minion while it is on Yosefka's Clinic tile. Reveal card 25. Okay, so that means I have to go and draw some of these enemies to me. And that's a little annoying, because usually they activate at the end of my move, and it might be a while before I get them. So, yeah. Okay. Well, and I can't go anywhere else. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go back to the central tile. Although I can take a damage and get one more card here. This is what it says. I can suffer 1 damage to draw 1 card. That might not be the best idea, but it could also allow me some further movement. And I could perhaps explore in this direction before coming back to the central lamp, and starting to draw these guys towards me. Yeah. Yeah, this mission is not going to be a breeze to accomplish. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and suffer 1 damage. And get to draw 1 more card. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the central lamp. And then I'm going to be using 1 more card. And I'm going to explore up there. Hopefully get something more interesting. Oh, well, this is going to be, and I'm going to be bringing these a little further down because, well, I can't really go any further down than this, so right now it's getting quite crowded. So I'm going to be going here. And I have to generate a... and a chest. Here. Okay, so that was one movement, and I could continue. Maybe kill that... yeah, because I have to kill those. I have to kill those. So I think I'm gonna go right on to it. Yeah, right onto it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go fight this thing. Okay. So I'm going to be using my visceral attack here in my slash, which causes 3 damage, but because it's a stagger, it's a +1 damage. So it's going to be a 4 damage total. And I'm going to be using the bolt paper to augment the speed of my attack to 3. Although, to be honest, I don't think I will. Because at most, I'm going to be faster than it anyway. This is a speed 2 attack. And the most I'm going to get is 2 damage. Now it's going to hurt a little, but yeah, let's see what happens. So, and I reveal the special. Now the special for this is a speed 1, damage 4, stun, and it cannot be dodged. Fortunately, however, I do 4 damage to it at speed 2, which is faster than it, and it kills it. So, I've already killed my first Scourge Beast, and I get a corpse token as a result. Now, corpse token. I think those are the corpse token. Yeah, then those are the corpse tokens. So, I think so, I'm not sure. Oh, that looks like it. So I got a corpse token, and also a blood echo, and I didn't actually suffer any damage because I was faster than that thing. And now I have 1 card left, and I'm wondering if I should come back to that chest so I can draw whatever's in it. And in the meantime, none of those is gonna be following me. No, I think I'm actually gonna go back to the central lamp because I want to draw those in the middle. Maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'll do. So, in doing this, I'm going to activate the enemies on either side because they're both connected on connected tiles. So the first enemy is going to be the Hunter's Mob, and it's going to advance here. Then the Huntsman Minion is going to advance here. And this one is going to advance here. Okay, I think I know how I could be able to successfully draw those in. It's going to be a little tricky, but I think I can do it. So that's the end of the first turn. To turn 2. And I have to draw my second hand of 4. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to be discarding this card. I'm gonna move here, and then I'm gonna move back here, which will force this hunter mob to follow me here. And then, yeah, that's gonna work. Then I'm gonna move. They're gonna discard this card to move again, which will allow me to heal completely. Back up to 6, and I'm gonna be moving once here, and I'm not gonna be moving again. Because that will cause it to follow me here. Okay, now the mission says I have to do it on the Josephus Clinic tile and not necessarily on this space, so it can be anywhere on this tile. So I can kill it here. Now, oh, and of course, when that thing enters my space here, I'm going to be using my rifle and cause it 2 damage. And this way, it's already down to almost dead, so it does 2 damage to it. And then I'm going to be attacking with my leaping attack using a quick cut. Now, that's going to do 2 damage to it. So if I'm faster than they are, which I should be, usually I am pretty much everything. It's their ability, and ability say it's flip. Oh, flip another action, and it's gonna be +1 speed. Yeah. Oh, that might make it necessary for me to use my bolt paper. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm going to be using my bolt paper. It's going to give me +1 speed, so while their new speed is an attack of I'm not sure if I can use it after declaring. I think I'm gonna go check that out. If I can use it now afterwards, or if I have to use it when I'm declaring my action. So I'm just gonna check this when I attack. Combat trick weapon. Okay. The consumables. Consumable cards. Consumable cards. They don't seem to be saying anywhere. Where are the consumable cards? Now I believe I have to use it. It's on attack. So yeah, it says on attack, so I should have used it first. I can't retroactively use it. So instead, I'm going to have to be using my dodge cards here, which It's a same speed, but you can dodge attack at the same speed. So I'm gonna dodge their attack. It would cause me to heal 1, but I don't need to. And I clear this or any other slot. I'm gonna clear my slash instead. Okay, and in either way, I managed to kill them. They didn't do any damage, and killing them gives me a blood echo, and also allows me to finish this insight mission for Yosefka. Okay. So I have to reveal card 25. Now, alright. Yosefka's research. Wow. Okay. You knock on the heavy wooden door. After a moment, you hear Yosefka. You have brought me sample. Immensely useful. Perhaps you can be of further use. I require the still warm blood of one of those beasts. Lure one here, strike it down, and I'll handle the rest. As you leave, you can't help but feel an underlying ruthlessness has replaced the compassion in her tone. Reveal card 27. Complete this mission by slaying a scourge beast while on Yosefka's clinic tile. Reveal card 26. So I'm not sure. Do I reveal card 27 right now? I think so. So 27. Now we're advancing. Shelter at Yosefka's clinic. Hunter, I should ask you one other task. I would ask one of the other task of you. Should you find any survivor out there, send them here, and I swear on my Hippocratic oath, I will protect them, perhaps even cure them, and reward you for your effort, of course. So hunters may also gain one survivor token when they pick up a consumable from a chest space. These tokens are lost if the hunter teleports or go back to Hunter's Dream, ending a move. And I discard them while ending a move on Yosefka's clinic. Complete this mission when number of player plus 1 townspeople have been rescued. Tokens have been placed on this card. Reveal card 28. Alright. Well, that's the end of turn 2. Yeah, also at the end of my turn when these activate. This one is going to stay there, but however, this huntsman minion is going to be apparently very curious about what's going on here and is coming this way. So I might have to deal with him. Alright, now I draw 3 cards. And I have to reshuffle my cards to draw card number 4. Okay. So I have those are all my counter strikes. Most of my attacks, all those attacks can be dodged. So yeah, I should not have too much difficulty dealing with this minion, huntsman minion. So yeah, turn 3. So first thing I'm going to do is use a basic, a discard to switch my to the other side. And it's going to cost me all my cards to go and take care of him. But he's in the way anyway, so I really don't have much of a choice. Although I think I'm going to be... Yeah, I'm going to be discarding this card to do a movement here. 1, 2. And I'm going to draw him here with me. Because I can get a consumable there. And then I'm going to attack it. So I'm going to be using this card as an attack. And after dodging, but it's not being used as a dodge card. It's going to be a basic. And the basic for him is speed 1, damage 3. And I'm going to be using this card to dodge this attack and do 2 damage to him while I dodge him, which is a total of 5 damage, which means that I have dispatched this Huntsman minion quite easily. Now, I don't have any cards anymore, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to end my turn here. It gives me 1 more Blood Echo. I'm not really keen on using them though, because I'm burning through my turns as it is. So at the end of the turn, this one is on... Nope, it's not on a connected tile to me, so it doesn't move. So I just advance the turn here. Okay. Now I draw 4 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to discard 1 to interact with this, and I'm going to draw a consumable, which is a Molotov cocktail. That's good. And I'm going to get 1 of those on my card, and I'm going to bring it back to Josefka's clinic. So I'm going to be using this to go back to the clinic. So 1, 2. And when you enter the clinic, yeah, I can put it here. So the first one. And okay, as a second one, I think I'm going to switch my... I'm going to use this to switch my cards. My saw cleaver on the other side. And I'm going to go back up there. So 1, 2. Okay, nothing is connected again, so we reached the threshold, which means the board gets repopulated. So 1 of those appear here. So chest appears here. This Huntman minion goes back here. This Hunter's Mom goes back here. Nothing else happens here. Nothing else happens here. And there's another Huntman minion appears there. Alright. Now, 2 cards. I'm going to reshuffle those. 3, 4. Okay, so yeah, I need the corpses of these things, so I don't really need to. How many do I need? I need 2. So yes, I think I'm gonna go deal with that scourge beast first and foremost. Stagger also deals 1, which means that I can use this. I think I'm going to be using my bolt paper, but first I'm just going to go to my basic to go on his spot. And I'm going to bring him back here with me. And then I'm going to attack him. So I'm going to be using the visceral, and I'm going to be using the bolt paper, which means that now it's a speed 3 attack that will do 4 damage. And what is his reaction? It's a basic attack. Well, unfortunately, it's not faster than his attack, so he does manage to do 2 damage to me. But that's okay, because I managed to kill him with 4 damage. And in so doing, I net myself another Blood Echo, but I can't because the maximum I can get is 3, and I already have 3. However, I get my second corpse token, and that's all I need to summon the whatever I want to summon there. And then I'll be using this card to interact with this area, and I'm going to get another consumable and yet another token to bring to Josefka's clinic. Okay. And the consumable is going to be a blood dew, so gain 1 blood echo. We have more than enough of those. And I'm going to be using my last card to do both a heal on myself and move back to the clinic and deposit this one here, which allows me to gain the reward, hopefully, on card 28. So let's see what happens. Safe refuge at Josefka's clinic. The shelter at Odeon Chapel Insight mission may no longer be completed. Okay. Distribute the messenger's gift reward among the hunters. They're safe with me now, and their treatment is going well, stabilized for the most part. Fascinating, really. Here you are, as promised. Okay. So, the reward is the messenger's gift. I'm going to have to replace one of the ones that I have, which is going to be probably the hand lantern. Well, that depends on what is the messenger's gift. Hunter turn. Non-boss enemy do not activate after your turn. Oh. Yeah, I think that's going to be very useful. Unfortunately, I have to discard either the blood shard, which I didn't even use. I could have used it to put it on my one of mine. And I like the Hunter's Lantern, but usually when you teleport, it's too it's too much of an inconvenience. So I'm not gonna be using it. I'm gonna return it. Here, I'm gonna keep the Messenger's Gift instead. Okay, and that means I get to discard all of these cards. Yusuka's research. Oh, not yet, not quite yet. I haven't yet completed this one, so I'm gonna leave them there. But I have, however, successfully accomplished this one. And usually when you complete these missions, you get an insight token. So at least I have one. I don't know how useful that's going to be. So far, nothing has been requiring any of those tokens. But let's see how it goes. Now, I have to do a move. No, I don't have to do any movement because they're not connected. So my turn is over. Yep. So advance here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And this, now I have to go deal with this minion because I have to go and deposit some corpses here. Okay. So my first card is going to be this. No, it's not going to be this. It's going to be this one. It's 1, 2. And then I have to discard another card. It might as well be this one. Yeah, I'm going to be using this to go here. And I'm going to be ending my turn here. Now, this enemy is going to attack me. So, I have to... And this is going to be a special attack. And the special attack is in speed 3, 2, and a stagger. But I'm going to be using a dodge action. And after dodging this attack, which means he does no damage to him, I do 2 damage to the Huntsman minion. And that's the end of my turn. So I have to draw 3 more cards. Okay. I have to reshuffle the enemy activation cards. Okay. So. The cards that I have right now, I can't really kill him unless I can switch on to the other side, but Discard 2 card to refresh my gun. I have my Molotov cocktail. That thing has 5 hit points. That's annoying. If I had gotten one of my cards that does the stagger and the +1, I could have killed it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend my Molotov cocktail to do 2 damage to it. So he's down to 1 health. He has 3 +1 damage on him. And then I'm gonna do a quick strike. Quick cut. And this attack is a basic. That's an attack speed of 1. I do 2 damage because of my ability. And I dispatched him. Okay. And now I could discard a card to... I think I'm going to do this, however. I want to see what happens. I may discard held tokens and undiscard. Yep. To reveal card 19. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to discard these tokens here. I discard 2. And then I'm going to reveal card 19. And let's see what we've drawn here. Card 19. Source of the Scourge. Now that we have suitable bait, setting a trap for these instinctive beasts will be easy enough. As we prepare, we should also investigate the haven across the district, where common town folks gather during the night of the hunt, to see just how far the infection has spread through central Yharnam. When hunters have collected at least 2 insight, this chapter revealed card 20. Okay. So I have to collect another insight token, which means that in order to do this, I have to go back on Yosefka's clinic and kill a hunt. Is that 25? Yeah. I have to complete this mission by slaying a scourge beast on Yosefka's clinic. Okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna do then. But before I do, I'm just gonna discard a card to gain a consumable, because I have to discard a consumable in order to pungent blood cocktail. Non-boss enemy does not activate. Well, that might be practical. And then I'm going to be using 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Yeah, I have to go back to the clinic. It's going to be 1, 2. I'm going to discard this card to do this movement. I might as well do less to clear my... Yeah. Turn this around. At the end of my turn, now I have 1 here. They're going to advance. This guy's going to advance. This turn is going to advance. And I'm going to have to draw again. So one card. I want to discard the cold blood dew because it gives me blood echoes, but I already have too much of those. And I'm not spending them right now. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So one basic move. I'm going to be moving here. I'm going to lose 1 hit point. It'll allow me to draw another card here. And then I'm going to discard the cold blood dew. Which allows me to summon a scourge beast on my space. Now I have to kill it here. Okay. So I can actually kill it. So speed 1 at 4 damage. I can do a movement before I do, but I don't need to move. So what does it do? It's using its special. Ouch! Ouch! That was painful. So it does 4 damage to me at the same speed as I am, as I act. So, and it stuns me, and it cannot be dodged. So I have to discard 1 card. Otherwise, I would suffer 1 more damage and it would kill me. Now, thankfully, I can afford it, and I managed to kill it. Like I said, it was very painful, however, but I killed it. And doing so accomplishes this mission, which is going to give me 1 more insight, which means I have 2. And that's all I need to reveal card 20. And of course, I also get the reward for doing this, helping Yosefka's research. So I reveal card 26. Distribute 1 consumable and the Yosefka's blood vial reward among the hunters. Yosefka has researched the effect of the beast plague. Invaluable information that can be put to use. More so, she has synthesized her own form of refined healing blood. She could prove to be quite useful in the hunt to come. So, I get the 1 consumable. It's going to be a blue elixir, which is going to allow me to move, and Yosefka's blood, which is going to have to replace one of my Yosefka's blood vial. On your turn, heal 2. So, do I want to cause non-boss to enemies not to activate? Or have the ability on my turn to heal 2? To be honest, causing them not to activate has a better chance of helping me to survive. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the messenger's gift. But now I have to reveal card 20 because I have 2 of these, and this can be discarded now. So card 20. Hunt mission, Source of the Scourge. From deep in the district, a piercing screech rends the night air. This is not the familiar roar of the scourge beast. With a loud crash, a monstrous figures land upon the corpse-laden trap. Surround the graveyard tile with fog gates. Spawn the cleric beast. On what space? On the... There is no lantern space on the graveyard. That's weird. That's weird. That's a little weird. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it doesn't appear. Is there one? Not seeing it. Nope. There isn't a lantern space. Well, I'm going to assume that it means it spawns on the enemy spot instead. So I have to surround this thing. Fog gates. And I have to spawn my first boss, the cleric beast. Which is this cute little thing right here. Yeah. Okay, well, I believe that in order to better prepare myself to fight this dangerous foe, I'm going to go to the Hunter's Dream. It's going to advance, everything's going to respawn, but it would respawn anyway, so I might as well do that. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. We'll go back to Hunter's Dream. And so doing, I'm going to have to advance this. So everything respawns in its place. This goes back here, this goes back here. There's another Scourge Beast goes back here. A chest appears again here. There's a chest that appears here. And I'm going to assume that no other enemy is going to appear here. I'm not sure if that's what happens. Nope. When there's they're not supposed to spawn any creatures when there's a fog gate. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure if that's correct, but that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so that's it. And going back to the Hunter's Dream allows me to put my rifle back into its proper position. I'm gonna discard these. I'm gonna discard this, and I'm gonna buy new cards. Now, the dash, well, that's one that's interesting because it's going to allow me to go a lot faster. So I think I'm going to do that. No, what am I going to replace? I'm going to replace one of these basic cards. I barely ever use them anyway. So, yeah. A dash. It costs me 1 of my blood echoes. Agile, +1 stagger, +1 speed stagger. But that's not the one I want. I think I'm going to replace a basic stagger with this one, cheap shot. Stagger, if an enemy in your space uses ability, discard from hand, deal 2 damage. Yeah, that could be practical. Another one. That would be another dash, but I'm not sure I want another dash. Remove a poison, and yeah, I think I'm going to use this one. This one might be useful. So this is my new hand. I don't need these anymore. Well, I don't think so. I'll put them down here just in case. Okay. And now I have to go fetch the card for the choleric beast, and it's so because I am only 1, it has 10 hit points. Well, that's certainly substantial. Okay, and I also have to get its its activation cards. Which is the one reborn. No, I'm pretty sure that's this. It's this attack here. Sorry. So the cleric beast activation. There it is. Phase 1. Okay. Give them the shuffle. And I'm gonna go fight that thing. Now, at the beginning of my turn, I get to appear right here. And I have to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cheap shot, invigorating, leaping, and just basic attack. I can start my turn doing 4 damage to it. Then another 3. Thankfully, the damage stays on it, I think, from turn to turn. It doesn't... I don't think it heals. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be using my heavy card. I have a dodge card. Yeah. So yeah, I get to make a move before. So that's what I'm going to do. Jump on it and do 4 damage to it. But at speed... Yeah. So let's see what it does. Overhead slam. Ouch! Target all enemy in this space. Before the attack, one hunter in this space may exhaust their firearm to place one insight token on the cleric beast's card. This attack deals -1 per insight token. Okay, well, I can dodge the attack. So that's what I'm gonna do. By dodging this attack, I can also clear one slot, and I'm going to clear this slot. So it does a total of 4 damage to it, to the cleric beast. And that's it, and it didn't do any damage to me. And when I use this, I can clear this or any other slot, and I'm going to clear this one. Because that way I can use this again to do another 3 damage. Although I'm not sure it will... not sure it was going to work. What I am going to do... yeah, I'm going to use my elixir to move 1. And when I move, the enemy has to follow me. And when it follows me, I can use my Ludwig's rifle and deal it 2 more damage. So it's already down to 4 hit points. And then I'm going to go with the grace of God. Because I could potentially kill it now. So let's see what happens. Speed 3, grab, stagger. Ah, damn. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I need it. I wanted to use it. So recall, but I wanted to use this to cancel the effect of the card. I needed to use this, and that's what I'm doing. So, doesn't have any effect. It just does 3 damage to me, which I forgot to refill my hit points when I came back. So, I'm down to 3. I know I'm backtracking a little here, and I don't have any anymore. Forgot to remove those. So it does 3 damage to me, but I do 4 to it because of that, and it puts it on the I have to reveal when it's down to phase, now on phase 2, cleric beast, and phase 2. So I have to reveal card 21 and 22. Oh, it's a little haphazard, I'm sorry. Okay. So 21, Source of the Scourge. The beast has become enraged, lashing out with deadly force. If we continue the fight here, the damage to the city would be extreme, something we cannot afford. We must lure the creature someplace more isolated. Remove the fog gate from the graveyard tile. Remove all insight token from the cleric beast. Complete the hunt when the cleric beast enters the tomb of Odeon tile. Okay. And then what happens then? The cleric beast cannot be damaged. The cleric beast respawns on the graveyards. Yeah, that's the symbol that should be on the other card. This spot here. Every time there's a red token, forgot to advance earlier. We're supposed to be on that turn. At the end of each round, the cleric beast makes a special bonus activation, moving towards and attacking the nearest hunter with the lowest hit point. So I have to draw it to the Tomb of Odeon. Okay, well, what I'm going to do now is I have to flee. I have to move away from here. So I'm going to be using this card to move 1, 2. Now, at the end of my movement, it goes back here. And yeah, there's a lot of guys in this area. That's going to be annoying. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be using my blue elixir to move 1 more space. 2 more space, actually. And then I'm going to be using my Messenger's Gift. Non-boss enemies do not activate after your turn. Which means that these are not going to move to my spot. Now the blue elixir has been consumed. At the end of my turn, the cleric beast advances 1 here. But it doesn't attack me because it's not in my space. Alright. So now that this is over, I can draw another hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I can use my second wind. I can use this to move 3. So 1, 2, 3, and bring it here. Then I can use this to move again and heal 2 in the same time. So I'm going to be back to 5 hit points. It's going to move here, and it's going to cause it to move yet another time here. Not sure how well this is going to work, but I'm going to use this to go back here and come back here, and at the end of my movement, it follows me. This stays here. And then I'm going to use this last card. And on my turn, I'm going to use my Pungent Blood Cocktail. One non-boss enemy within 2 space doesn't activate. So that thing is not going to activate. So, and I go here and here. And both of those are going to follow me here and here. Okay. Well, I'm done. And, yeah. And at the end of my turn, it has a special activation, which means that it goes here and attacks me. However, I think that when it enters the Tomb of Odeon, complete the hunt and the cleric enters the Tomb of Odeon. Reveal card 23. So yeah, that was, I think that's it. I think that's what I needed to do. So, trapping the beast. So, I don't know. Yep, I don't need to fight it, actually. Distribute 1 blood echo. Thank you. And the beast roar reward among the hunters. We have successfully lured the monstrous creature to the Tomb of Odeon, far enough from the streets of the city so any major damage can be avoided. Hopefully the beast's attention can be kept here for the time being. And that completes the hunt mission. And chapter 2, which completes, well, this playthrough. Now we have successfully drawn the cleric beast to this location, and I am guessing that on the chapter 3 we're gonna have to deal with that thing. But that will be a story for another day. So this has been the playthrough of chapter 2 of The Long Hunt. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. So this has been the chairman bidding you a fond farewell until your next visit to the boardroom.